We're here with 4 of the very best adventure bikes for 2021. We've got Harley-Davidson's new Pan America, we've got Honda's Africa Twin, we've got KTM's Super Adventure R, and we've got BMW's R1250 GS Triple Black. I've got 3 incredibly experienced riders to come and help me out, so we're gonna go and do some road mileage, and we're gonna do a little bit of light off-roading too. Let's rock and roll. What a day. We've done a load of miles on the road, we've done miles on the grass, miles in the gravel. It's been absolutely epic. We've had 4 brilliant bikes, but they've been so different. Well, as we're sitting in the grass, what do you reckon was your favourite for a little bit of light off-roading?
It's got to be the KTM. It's just like a giant motocrosser, to be honest. It's got the tyres, it's got the suspension, it's got the gas. Cracking bike.
I think the same, what Tomo said, for off-road, the KTM is just next level. It's right at the sort of top end of adventure, if you like.
Yeah, same. Like the Africa Twin was really good, I thought, but the KTM, what they've done with that fuel tank and bringing the weight load down, especially for someone as short as me, it was just so easy to use and so light on its feet, I thought.
Yeah, KTM's good, but I just, my favourite off-road was the Honda.
Was it?
Yeah, just a little bit lighter and a bit more manageable for me. I don't need 160 horsepower KTM's got at all.
Yeah, well, it makes sense, but then...
I was going to say as well, do you know what, the GS off-road, again, once we found that Enduro Pro mode, it just makes a lot of sense. The suspension is unreal off-road. It didn't have quite as good tyres as a KTM, but I can see why, Simon Pavey's off-road skills course goes as well as it does, because that thing is so capable as well.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? Them Bridgestone A41s on the KTM, they didn't shine too much on the road, but it's only when you got them off-road, it sort of transformed the bike and really brought out its strong points, in essence. But on the road, it was a bit of a different story, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, on the road, that thing is epic, but man, what a handful. It's with those tyres on, you have to be really on your game with that engine and grip. Yeah. I mean, it's fun, but maybe not for everyone,
There was a few other bikes that shone on the road, weren't there? Neil, what was your favourite?
On the road, as you know, I like a GS. The GS was fantastic. You get it into the dynamic mode, and it just does everything you need on road, and it's as much fun as a sports bike.
Potsky?
I'm really torn because I love a GS. I've had loads of them in the past. I think they're brilliant. I'm the right frame size for a GS Adventure, 6'4".
Yeah.
The KTM is the bike that I want to take home though, because it is just so much fun. It feels naughty, it feels a bit rude, but yet you could easily sit on it and ride to Scotland. And I think for me, as much as it hurts me to say not the GS in a way, because I love them and I've sort of always said I want one of those again, I think I'd be taking the KTM home.
For me, I'd take I'm by no means an adventure rider as you'd imagine one. Today is the first day I've actually ever ridden a GS, and to be honest, I didn't really get on with it at first because it is so big and there's a certain way of riding it. But the more I like sort of got used to it, and the more miles I did on it, the more I started to really enjoy it. But for me, the KTM's just still got that edge. But saying that, the Harley was really impressive, I thought. Compared to preconceptions, you never know what you're gonna really get. It's their first attempt at it, but that engine is absolutely gorgeous. That V-twin, I've really enjoyed it.
It's really unexpected, that engine, and it absolutely hauls from sort of 6 to 9,000 RPM, and you go, I'm not really riding a Harley. It's so quick.
The engines stand out on the Harley, and it's a credit to them. It's a good effort at a first adventure
Yeah.
type of bike.
Yeah.
I think the best Harley I've ever ridden. I think you
Yes,
said
that's
that
what I
earlier as
said,
well.
yeah.
It's really is a good effort. Yeah.
The Africa Twin, it misses out on, like, they're all sitting in between the 15, 16 grand mark, and just like not having the quick shifter and stuff makes it just a bit of hard work. And I think like the Africa Twin's nice, but it's just a bit too soft, and it's the lowest power of them all. And I think when you jump from bike to bike, it just doesn't have that go and that little bit of excitement that you get. I think as well, like the GS has got a really nice interface. The Honda's is a bit lacking for me. It's quite difficult to use and difficult to navigate when you've been on the other three compared to the other three, and it's got like a bit of a Casio type dash as well, which I wasn't really a big fan of. The KTM's interface is really good, and like they all come fairly loaded up, but there is something for everyone. That you can put so much different spec on the bikes. If it came down to it, you were spending your own money, what would you do on the bike and which one would you have?
I think you touched on it earlier. For me, it is between the KTM and the GS, and the KTM just has that raw edge. And I've always come from sports bikes, love sports bikes and that adrenaline. And I think the KTM just gives you that bit more adrenaline than
But you
the
own a
GS.
GS, right?
I do at the moment. This might have been a very expensive day out, but no, I think overall I'd probably take the KTM.
I think the same. I think it hurts me to not say the GS, as I probably said a minute ago, but the GS is a beautiful thing. It's so smooth, so easy to ride.
Yeah.
You know, you can cover enormous distance on it. It's got incredible tank range. You know, everything you want in a bike. But I think the KTM, that excitement is just, you know, sort of next level in this class, and it does everything as well at the same time.
Yeah, same for me, 100%. And it's just it just feels like a big motocross bike on steroids. So, like, obviously that is the one for me.
It's a full house then.
Yeah.
I agree, yeah. I like I said, the performance, technology on the KTM, its ruggedness.
It's just...
I'm sold on it, straight.
yeah. Well, to be honest, I wasn't expecting that from today. I really wasn't expecting the KTM to take it all. The Harley's been impressive. The Africa Twin's a safe option, but it's the one in the orange corner that wins.